Hi babies, how are you guys? It's been forever. As always, guys, when you don't see me, it's because I'm doing my thing. And thank you to all of you guys who have been praying for me and messaging me and just being totally positive. I appreciate um everything that you guys have done. Hopefully this works. I'm actually trying to upload a vid from my iPhone, so I hope that this works out. I hope it turns out well. Okay, so let me hit a few highlights, and hopefully in this video in a decent amount of time, right? Okay, so my first thing I want to say is um I'm in winter intensives right now. And when I'm in winter intensives, like the hours are ridiculous, like from 9 to 9 usually. And so by the time I get home, I'm pooped and I don't feel like making the video. Can I just be totally honest with you? I love you guys and I miss you, but I'm tired. I'm like, man, but then I don't even get to rest. Like I have so many other things that I have to do. And yeah, so that doesn't really work out. Side note, I know y'all have never seen me in a head wrap, right? But I'm learning to like love these. Okay, this is what I'm wearing at home. Obviously, this is for the shower, right? But I made myself a turban and I was so rocking it and I got so many compliments and I was like, maybe I might step my little turban game up. So this is me. I'm at home right now, obviously. But yeah, so don't be distracted by the turban. What was I saying? All right, so I'm in winter intensives, which is a part of the reason why I haven't made any videos. The Rosie Nose project went great. I don't think I've made a video since then. It went fabulous. I was able to bless both orphanages with extra because of you guys. And at the last minute, like literally the day before, a company donated $1,000 to one of the orphanages. And I was just like, man, that's amazing. Thank you, God. Like totally. Because I wanted to do more. And unfortunately, I did take lots of pics and video, but uh, for the gingerbread houses that they did, they were so cute. Oh my gosh, they were so cute. And they didn't know that they could eat them. And I was like, dude, I totally would not tease you guys and have you making these gingerbread houses and then like you can't eat them. They're just for you to smell. Like, who does that, right? So anyway, I did the gingerbread houses with them, and I took video and everything. But by law, I'm not allowed to post it, which is cool because I mean it's for their protection. And yeah, when the director was like, "Aves, we're privatized now, and we can't do pictures," because you guys know I've posted pictures and things before, but which they're on my Facebook, by the way, but yeah, I can't post any new ones. So I'm so sorry, but there were like altogether, we had two vans full of volunteers who came out to support the Rosie Nose Project, both Koreans and other teachers. And I was just like, wow, like, and everybody wanted to do further projects. And it's just been really amazing. Like, I'm loving how everything is shaping up to be more than just me doing it, because I think the kids benefit when it's more than just me. But that's why there's no pictures or video, is because I couldn't take a picture or video legally there. But it was a great success, and the kids, they loved it. They loved all of you guys who sent in scarves and everything that came in. They just were overwhelmed, and they were just like, "It's Christmas! It's really Christmas!" And I was like, "Oh, you guys are killing me!" Because normally Christmas is like another day, really. I mean, but because both of them are Christian orphanages. Of course, they celebrate and they talk about Jesus being the reason, but they don't actually get gifts. And so that was so cool to allow them to like really have Christmas, and it was cool to be a part of that. So thank you, each and every one of you. Give yourselves a round of applause for all the help that you gave. I'm trying to remember everything because I had it written down, but it's like on my phone, and it just dawned on me that I can't look at my little notepad thingy and record. That both of those can't happen at the same time. So, I can't remember the other things. Oh, ministry is going great. I forget who, somebody asked me, ministry's going like actually really crazy, like crazy good. Like God is just elevating me and showing me that, although I'm not in the pulpit all the time, I do preach obviously at different churches, but like I don't have a church and I don't foresee myself having a church. I'm feeling more and more confident that my ministry is outside of the walls of the church and is hands-on, not just with the orphans, but just with anybody who needs to experience God in a real way, not necessarily a cookie cutter way. And sometimes that happens in church. Like we present God in a one way, but God is God and he can come in any way and he can affect your life in any way. And I think that that's really, really cool. So God is showing me that, and I'm adoring that he's showing me that. And him just being God in my life, like even in my weak areas, it's been amazing. So that's what's going on ministry wise. Which leads me to my next point. I'm sure there was something else I want to say. Oh, the store. If you haven't already, please check out the store. I don't know how to edit in this vid when it's in my phone. So I heard you can do that. I haven't figured that out yet because I'm still figuring out how to use my new iPhone. So it is www.AsianAudrey, that's AZIAN, and that's because we sell everything Asian from A to Z, right? So Asian Audrey, AZIAN, Audrey as in Hepburn, duh, right? AUDREY .yakaboo, YAKBOO, yakaboo. Why? Just kidding. YOKABOO. Yo-ka-boo. YOKABOO. So, www.asianaudrey.yokaboo.com. It's on my Facebook as well, and I'll put it in the description box if I can. I think I can put that down there. Anyway, very quickly, I want to talk to you for like, I don't know, a few more minutes about seasons and seasons changing. So I'm at a time right now where my season is changing, and I think it's great. But this is not my first time having seasons change. I feel like that is a regular part of life, and if you haven't figured out by now, I'm not obviously talking about the weather. I'm talking about the seasons of your life. And when we transition from one place of comfort that we're used to, one place that we've been for a decent amount of time, and now it's time for change, it can be uncomfortable and it can be tricky to navigate from one place to the other. And it surely can be tricky to navigate from when dealing with people. So you have this one person that you've connected with and you feel comfortable with or whatever, and then the season is up in that relationship. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's not like I hate them, they hate me, we're not together anymore. It doesn't have to be that at all. Like, just the basic, I've grown, they've grown, we haven't necessarily grown together in the same direction. And when there's a significant emotional tie there, it can be difficult to navigate that. Sometimes it could be friends, sometimes it could be family members, sometimes it could be your lover, whatever. But when that season is up, transitioning can be tricky. And I have definitely failed more than once at transitioning between seasons. Because ultimately, nobody wants to be walking around in a bubble coat in the summertime, right? That doesn't work. You'll be hot, you'll probably pass out, and people will think you crazy. Like, this just is not a good look on in any regard, right? So it's the same thing in our personal life. Like, you don't want to prolong something when the season is up, because it can become toxic. Something that could end amicably in a good way could turn into something really bitter and ugly, like instantaneously, when it's out of season. Because it's out of season, right? That's, a bubble coat is awesome in the wintertime, but the minute you put it on in the heat, it quickly can turn into something that could harm you. You could literally overheat and fall out somewhere because you have the wrong attire on in the wrong season. And our friends and people who we're connected with, the people in our lives, they are the attire that we wear. They do determine how we weather the storm. The people that we are around do play a part into how we interact with our current environment. And so I just want to encourage you that if you are in the midst of changing seasons, whether it's jobs, whether it's people, whether it's location, some of you are getting ready to come over here where I am. Some of you are getting ready to go back to the States from where I am. Some of you are moving up the street. Some of you are going away to college. Some of you are ready to end a relationship. Some of you are ready to leap out into your own and entrepreneurship. Be encouraged that first and foremost, you need an exit strategy. Like, if you're going to end it with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your job, don't just roll out like, I'm rolling tide. Like, that is not what you want to do, because you don't want to burn bridges, because you never know when you need to walk back over. And so you want to be careful that as you're leaving, you're not leaving any broken hearts or anything behind you. And the best way to do that is to be honest, but also be considerate. Put yourself in that person's shoes. Okay, I'm ending this friendship with you, but you're a friend to me too. And how would I feel if you decided that this is not a healthy place? This is not a good place. This is not where you are supposed to be anymore, right? So when you put yourself in that person's shoes, it becomes a little bit different when talking to them. And be real, be transparent. Like, you know what? I feel like we've grown apart. I don't know how, I don't know when it happened, but we did. We grew apart, and that's okay, because people change. I really wish the best for you, and I hope you wish the best for me. And who knows, maybe this is temporary. Maybe it will come back around again. But either way, if it doesn't, or if it does, I wish you the best. This is a good thing for the both of us. And it will be a good thing, even if it stings a little bit at first, right? So that's the type of conversation and that's the type of language that I would encourage you to have with those people who, you've transitioned. Your season is up. I would also encourage you, if it's a job, don't be nasty. Like, I'm out this joint, below this joint. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You might need to go back and get that job. Or you might need that job to be a reference for the next place you're going. And so you don't want where you leave to be so messy that it causes a trail of nonsense and foolery. My grandmother used to say, don't give trouble your forwarding address. Don't do it. So you want to make sure that as you're transitioning from seasons, that you're able to spring forward into the next place, that it's a positive catalyst, not luggage that you have to drag with you to your next destination. Also, be real, be transparent. That's kind of the same as being honest. Be transparent as to why you're rolling out. Don't try and make up a reason like, oh, your breath stinks, so we can't be together anymore. Don't do that. Like, be honest, be transparent, because when you are honest and transparent with people, it keeps you humble, because you realize where you are and the things you need to continue to work on. But also, it does a great service to the other person, because they're able to grow. So when a man tells me, Ave, you know what? You talk entirely too much. I can't really sit around and listen to that all the time. That helps me to say, all right, so I need to learn to listen more. I need to learn to bring in my thoughts and be succinct. And because really what it is when I talk, when I'm long-winded, what it is I'm talking, but I'm also thinking. And so I'm thinking out loud, so it comes out like a whole lot of verbal diarrhea, right? So sometimes it's good, but other times it's just like, shut up already, right? So, but again, that person being honest with me makes me become a better me. So you don't want to disservice someone trying to save their feelings when really you haven't helped them at all. So you can leave being positive as well. So, yeah, I'm there right now, and it's somebody that I'm really close to, and the season is just up, and it hurts because I love this person. But I know that it's for the best, for the both of us. And so that's what my social calendar is doing right now. I am positioning myself to move forward and to end one season so I can run full throttle in the next season. The book cover is amazing. I'm really happy with with it. So I'll be ready. Hopefully, I will have a hard copy of the book to show you guys in March. The beginning of March, the illustration and all that should be done, so I can show that to you guys. For those of you who don't know, I'm writing a children's book, and I'm very excited. It's coming together beautifully, and so I'm really, really excited to share that with you guys. And the radio show is still going strong, and we actually are hitting the studio next weekend to do some more shows. We've been on Christmas vacation, so we've been spinning, not reruns, because we try and stay stacked up so ahead. But now we're like down to the wire, so we have to hit the studio back up. And hope you guys have been visiting Opus channel. He's posting videos like every day, so visit his channel, spend some time over in that direction, hang out with him. And yes, that's all I have to say. So happy transitioning to everyone. Welcome to your new season. Don't start the new year with any baggage. Leave it in 2012. It's 2013. Like, it is time to live your dream. If I could make it rhyme, I would. Like, seriously, you're never too young. It's never too late. Pick up that thing you always said you wanted to do. Start out doing it. Make a plan. Slowly transition. Move forward in it. Trust and have faith that God will open up every single door that you need to be open. And if you don't know God, it's a great time to get to know him. Like, dude, totally, like, he wants to be your God too. And if you don't want to get to know him, here's the secret. You actually don't need God to be successful. You don't need God to have a successful marriage. You don't need God to have a successful business. That's the truth of the matter. But what God does do is he enhances your awesome marriage. He enhances your awesome business. He allows your marriage to bear special fruit. Your business will grow even faster overnight. And then because your purpose will be attached to your business, it won't just be a business that, oh, I feel good because I'm making money. It'll be business because you're living out your purpose that's attached to the money. And so God just enhances everything. So I would encourage you to totally get to know him because he's fab. He's that guy. And yeah, man. Who doesn't want a supernatural friend? Like, he's the supernatural friend to have, right? So, anyway, I'm rambling because I'm tired. It is 11:32, but I had a great Skype conversation with an amazing human being and an awesome child of God, and it just, I don't know, I just feel like, when I meet people who are like doing things for God, I'm just like, man, like, to see God work in other people's lives and to see them doing things like big things. I'm talking like uniting countries. Who does that? Like, really, you unite countries just cause God told you to? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. And I'm just thankful that that there are divine appointments, and God does let you know that you're not the only one. You're not alone out here. Like, there are people who are willing to go, and that's cool. Yeah. So anyway, I will have more videos to post after intensives, and hopefully I have some good news. My fingers are crossed. There's something that's on the table, like, that is crazy good. And so I hope it all comes together with that, and I'll be able to share that news with you after intensives, right? So, yes, I hope all is well. And I hope you started your New Year's off right. Oh, and someone asked me what was my New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to live life to the fullest. No excuses, all faith, no fear. That's my resolution. I'm getting it in. Like, I'm living my dream 2013. I should make that a t-shirt. Like, seriously, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting it in. I'm living life to the fullest. No excuses, all faith, no fear. That's my resolution. So, yeah, I hope this message reaches you in great health, and expect the unexpected in a good way. Positive things. What you expect comes to you. So send out good vibes. Send out love, peace, hair grease, light. I was being silly about peace and hair grease, but yeah, send out good things, people, into the world, and good things will definitely come to you. So, mwah, I'm sending you love, hugs, and kisses. Ooh, ooh, kisses. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. From Busan, South Korea. 안녕하세요. Wait, that's not the right word. Oh, what's the right word? That's right. 안녕하세요. 안녕. See you guys later. Bye.